Welcome to Loup TV. Our topic is Apple earnings. I'm Gene Munster. We're going to jump right in. The shares are trading in aftermarket down 4% as investors contemplate what the impact of an iPhone miss is, along with the lack of guidance. Some quick perspective. iPhone missed because of the timing of iPhone 12. The iPhone business was growing at 12% in the middle of the September quarter. If you normalize that for the rest of the quarter, Apple would have reported 17% total revenue growth. That's up from 11% growth in June, and that acceleration, I think, is being largely missed by investors. Second is the guidance. Apple has not provided guidance since the pandemic. That's not a surprise. They took a half step forward and gave some color on the earnings call that if you back into it, you can get to that $101 billion where the street's at for the December quarter. Effectively, they reiterated the street's guidance and left room for upside related to the Mac and iPad business. Which brings me to the third and most important point is the takeaway. It's not about the iPhone in the quarter. It's not about guidance. It's ultimately about the company stepping into a new multi-year growth curve. We've seen it in Mac and iPad. Those two businesses have, over the past couple of years, been relatively flat. And in the past 2 quarters have grown on average about 30%. That's because people need Apple's products. And we hope that the world will eventually return to somewhat normal. It will not be the same normal that we had before. And consumers' need for tech that's reliable and is easy to use is only going to increase. And I think Apple's going to benefit, Mac and iPad in particular, in a multi-year growth phase. I suspect that those businesses could grow at a sustainable 15% type of growth. Second, in terms of the iPhone 5G, that's what everyone's talking about. But ultimately, 5G is not going to power this multi-year cycle in the first year. It's going to be about people with old iPhones. But then 5G starts to gain traction when the second layer, layer 2 of 5G, starts to get rolled out in 2022. Consumers are going to see better speeds. And we see this powering a multi-year upgrade cycle around the iPhone, where it's typically a 1-year cycle. And lastly, wearables. We estimate about 10% of iPhone owners have wearables. They gave a stat that 3/4 of Apple Watch buyers are new to Apple Watch. They historically have given stats around Mac, and about half of new Macs are new to Apple, things like that. So the 3/4 number is relevant, that we see this as a bigger addressable market. In the end, we think that this can be a massive business, Apple Watch in particular, and grow from about 4% of revenue today to could be closer to 12 or 15% in the future. So the simple takeaway is that Apple's business is stepping into a new growth curve. They are a cornerstone of a digital transformation that, even with moderations around the pandemic, consumers' behavior, consumers' buying trends are going to change for the long term. For Loup Ventures and for Loup TV, I'm Gene Munster. Bye for now.